Again, thank you for taking the time to test our new mobile app. Now that you have the staging site downloaded onto your phone or device, you'll need to log into your testing site. I've included those login credentials in the earlier email. I'm logging into my site now. Oh, it skipped over a screen, so I will back out of this one and put the correct username in. Please remember that all credentials are case sensitive, the username as well as the password. When you first log in, you'll see the referral list screen. In order to have the most current information from HMI, you will need to select the refresh button at the top. You haven't done any work in here yet, so you're not at risk of losing any of that work, so select yes. And it will pull the most up-to-date information from our database with the most current RMS data. So when it refreshes, you'll notice at the top there's a search field. You can search by client name or address. Click on the referral you'd like to open. We will click on, let me go back to one of the newer jobs here. Kelsey, I think she's the newest one I have in there. You'll see all of her information, the same type of information that you currently find in RMS, the address, the customer contact information. You can call directly out of the app. This is the HMI number, just like you would using your phone with any other numbers. You've got the claim number, the insurance company, and I've included my email in this one since it's just a test referral, but it's typically this email is going to belong to the client. When you log in for the first time on a new referral, you're going to need to choose the arborist. Please remember, some of the items in here, this is still a testing site, and there's still several glitches that need to be ironed out. This is one. You'll see it's just one name, but you can select whatever name is in that list once you click that first name. The mapping feature is also still having issues. You can open it up, but it doesn't drill down into the exact location. And depending on the device you are using, you may notice some icon or spacing issues. The next few steps are similar to what you've seen in RMS. If you click Customer Contacted, you'll select the outcome. So I'm going to select today, appointment scheduled or yesterday, and remember to save, which with each step you're going to want to save. Again, site inspected, select the date, select the outcome, and save. The next item is something I think you'll really appreciate. You can take photos right inside the app. There's no going back to the office to transfer onto your computer and upload into RMS. Simply open it up, select Take Photo, allow Expo to access. And I'm not outside, so this is just our conference room. You can select, there's Tom Pope in the background, front of house, take a photo, it will save it. If it's a tree on a particular structure, you can select at the bottom what it's actually on, fence, car, driveway. If there are access issues, you have several different tags you can select for your photos. If you've already taken photos and you have some stored on your phone, you can select your photo library at the bottom there. If you need to go back and view the photos, obviously you can select the View Photos tab. The next exciting feature of the app is the pre-populated DocuSign, Direct Pay, and Certificate of Satisfaction. The Direct Pay, if you have a photo of it, if it's handwritten, or if it's already in your phone, you can select that still just like you would before, or you can use our auto-populated Direct Pay You can change the date, but it is pre-populated with the client's information already in there. If everything is the way it's supposed to be, preview, save, and sign. Select sign. The client will put their signature in, save signature, save. Remember to always save. If you wanted to email this form to the client, you can certainly do that as well. It emails directly out of there. The proposal will still be the same way you've done it in the past. So if you've got it saved in your device, if you're using a tablet, you can import it from your library or your files. If it's handwritten, you can take a photo just as you would before. Again, the certificate of satisfaction is a pre-populated document. You don't have to use that. You can certainly, like with the others, import from your files or take a photo, or like with a direct pay, select the pre-populated form, preview, save, and sign, just as they did with the DPA. Save signature, save form. You can decide whether or not you want to email it to the client, and then go back. One thing I recommend, depending on your device, some folks like to use the back button on their phone. I would recommend using the referral. Up next to referral details to the left is an arrow. Whenever you're backing out of it, I would recommend using that so you don't lose any information. And remember to save as you go. The next step is the job cost details. I'm going to open that up. And you'll see all it's similar to the template that you'll find that's in RMS currently in the job cost details field. It's simply filling out exactly what you have found on the property. So 2 trees, I'm going to type in oak, the DBH of that, oops, I didn't spell that right. Oak, the DBH is 16 inches. I'm also going to put in a maple tree, the DBH of 12 inches. The crew size of 3. They're on site one day for 10 hours for a total of 30 labor hours. And you'll see some of the glitches on my screen in particular. I do have an Android. Some of the fields fall off the screen. I'm unable to use those at this point. But our IT folks are working on that. Simply fill out this field, all these fields, the way they pertain to your job. You'll select the equipment you're going to use, 1 chipper, 1 chip truck, maybe a bucket truck. If you've got any specialty equipment, if there's a crane, we typically ask for the crane size, so 24 ton. Save your work. If there's any additional cost, you can add those here. We're going to remove 2 trees from the house, and it's going to be $3,000. The debris is the typical $500. If there's stump grinding, you can add that in as well. If it's impacted a structure, which we would have to know for stump grinding, include the fence. Save. You can always review exactly what you've put in and provide us with more of a job description if you need to. So if there are any access issues or power lines, anything that impacts job costs, you can include those in this field here. Don't forget to save your work. Use the back arrow. At the end, the next steps, it's the dates for start and complete or job not sold. Please remember to save your work each step along the way. Once you've put in all the information into the mobile app, you've completed the work you're going to do for today, you would like to send it to RMS. At the very top, you're going to see Save and Send. Choose one of these options, Save and Upload to RMS. I would recommend that one as long as you have data. We have built this app so that you can use it even when you're not online or you don't have Wi-Fi, save it to your phone. Please do not refresh until you have saved and you've sent it to RMS. That will sync your information to RMS so that we have that data in our database. If you happen to refresh before you sync it to RMS, you will lose that data. I hope you find this mobile app intuitive and easy to use. Don't forget to fill out the questionnaire that I attached to the email. Thank you, and we appreciate any feedback you may have. Feel free to call me with questions as well. Thanks again.